Budget for children. 41% of the population of Assam are below the age of 18 years, of whom 14% are below the age of 6 years. All these children are citizens today. It is our responsibility to ensure that their needs are met and their rights realized. They are adults in the making and will determine what the state will be tomorrow. Assam is the biggest of the 7 sisters in the northeastern region of India. Assam is known all over the world for its abundant natural resources such as tea, forest products, as well as its wildlife. Over the last few decades, ethnic violence, political conflicts, and frequent natural calamities have taken a toll on the children. It has led to children getting homeless, orphaned, and destitute, dropping out of school, forced to work. It has affected their health and led to mental trauma and distress. Exposure to violences and conflicts has long-term physical and mental impacts on children. Poor health and high levels of malnutrition, increasing number of children in labor are a reality of the lives of children in Assam. There are reports of children being trafficked for labor and prostitution. What is more, according to a study by the Government of India, Assam had one of the highest incidences of physical and sexual abuse of children. To respond to these disturbing trends, both the state and the central governments have enacted laws, increased budget allocation for children, introduced different programs, and initiated various schemes. What sort of present should our children have? This is an image of child with a question. What is my government doing for my well-being? To address the needs of the children of Assam and protect their rights, there is a need to invest in them. Budgets are the most significant reflection of the political priorities of any government. What is the commitment of the government of Assam to its children? How much money is it allocating and spending? What are the sectors to which the government is paying more attention? Which are the neglected sectors? Since 2006, HUC, Center for Child Rights, New Delhi, and Northeastern Social Research Center, Guwahati, have been analyzing the budget of Assam to see what is the share for allocation for children. We decided to divide the budget for children into 4 sectors: health, development, education, and protection. In past, we have analyzed Assam's budget for children, state's budget from 2004-2005 to 2008-2009, and this year. The study of Assam budget for children spans from 2008-2009 to 2013-2014. What we found in the course of study is quite alarming. Of every 100 rupees in the Assam state budget, less than 5 rupees is allocated for children. In 2013 to 2014, it was only rupees 3 and 49 paise. Is this enough for 41% of its population in the state? This is the lowest of all other states for which a similar analysis was done. But this was not the story always. In 2005 to 2006, Assam has allocated 16 rupees and 19 paise of every 100 rupees in its budget for children. This was comparable to and even better than some other states in the country. Our analysis of other states such as Andhra Pradesh, West Bengal, and Delhi shows that in these states the children's share is between 13 to 17%. It is in 2007 to 2008 year that we see the first fall in the share for children. Since then, although the state budget is increasing, as is the budget for children in actual terms, children's share in the state budget is reducing. Why is this so? Of all the 4 sectors, education, health, development, and protection, the biggest share is for education. both within the total Assam budget as well as within the budget for children. Although officially almost all children are enrolled in school, retaining them there is a challenging, and there is an increase in dropouts, especially among girls. Families on tea plantations are particularly vulnerable. They have migrated from neighboring states and have often fallen through the cracks in the provision of health and education services. This is usually because many of them are casual laborers and so not protected by legislation. Despite the promise of mainstreaming in the Right to Education Act, we hardly found any disabled children in the schools, and none of the schools we visited in the district had facilities for disabled children. When tracking the budget for Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan in our last budget study in Kokrajhar district, we found the largest share of the Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan allocation went to infrastructure and other facilities. There is a huge gap in money allocated for curriculum and teaching, learning material and teacher preparation. On the other hand, hardly any money is being spent on school management and community support, school and classroom environment. In the case of any ethnic conflict, education is the first casualty, with schools being taken over to house security forces or refugees. All other sectors receive less than 1 rupee. Health sector for children receives only 4 paise and protection even less, only 2 paise, while development receives 84 paise. In fact, together they make a rupee. This has been the case in all the years. Today, the children in almost 1/3 of families in Assam live below the poverty line. A significant percentage of infants do not live to see their first birthday. Almost 2/5 of children are not fully immunized against preventable diseases, and almost 1/3 of those under 3 years suffer from undernutrition. Over 75% children are anemic. And we now know that the protection of children in the state needs urgent attention. Recognizing the need for protection of children, the Government of India had started the Integrated Child Protection Scheme. There are only 2 homes for boys and 2 for girls for the whole state under the Juvenile Justice Act. Each of these homes cater to children of sometimes as many as 16 districts, and they house both children in need of care protection and children in conflict with law. This is violative of the Juvenile Justice Act. There are no children's institutions for boys and girls in Upper Assam. If decreasing allocation for children is a disturbing trend, what is even more shocking that what little is allocated for children is not spent. Of every 100 rupees that was allocated to children, 16 rupees and 45 paise was not spent. And this has been the trend over the years. The highest underspending is in the development sector, and that is because a lot of the money allocated for the Integrated Child Development Scheme remains unutilized. Assam was amongst one of the least performing states with a major underspending of 64% of allocated sum for delivery of supplementary nutrition to child beneficiaries under ICDS. Almost 46% Anganwadis do not have a building and are run from a separate room in the primary schools. Toilets, safe drinking water and kitchen for cooking are absent, with only 29% having drinking water and toilet facilities. A substantial population belonging to tea garden tribes is still to be fully covered by ICDS projects. Many children remain unreached because their homes are cut off because of difficult terrains or floods. Is it not high time that we paid more attention to children? Not only must we ensure that there is enough money allocated for them, we have to also ensure that it is spent efficiently so that there is a visible impact on their lives. Children are citizens of today and they need their rights today because they cannot wait for our tomorrow.